It's video you can't help but watch over and over again.
He definitely seems shocked.
Martial arts instructor Meredith Livinggood used her kung fu and Chinese kickboxing skills this week when she says a wannabe robber pretended he was interested in taking classes at 36 Chambers here at the New Orleans Boxing Club in Mid-City.
His phone wasn't working, so I got my phone out.
She says the guy snatched it out of her hands. He didn't know what was coming to him.
I was able to get the phone out of his hand. Once I had the phone and he was restrained like that, he went limp for a second. I kind of pushed him off of me and then was able to get him in the face once and then just sort of herd him away from the studio, away from our students, and get him on his bike and out of here.
Meredith Livinggood is not just a martial arts instructor. She has a black belt and learned Taekwondo as a kid. She says throughout the entire scuffle, she didn't feel scared at all.
Once I pushed him away, he actually threatened that he had a gun. I didn't really believe that he had a gun because usually people pull their gun out if they have a gun. But I told him that there were cameras and cops everywhere on this block, and so it would be stupid to pull the gun out if he had one.
The fight right here, you see, this is where it starts to become really dangerous.
We showed the video to former NOPD Police Chief Ronald Surpass.
I can't put myself in her shoes. You know, she made the choices she made, and I'm happy that she's not injured or hurt. But, you know, in a 30-plus year career in law enforcement and then studying criminal justice, you see many instances in the blink of an eye where somebody says, I have a gun, and they actually do.
He recommends if something like this happens to you, let the robber get away and dial 911.
At this point, he clearly wants to get the heck out of there. Let him go. Remember his picture, remember his face, remember his clothing, remember his bicycle, remember which way he was going, and call the police.
Or you might remember to do what this white guy in downtown Chicago did when one of the fellas rammed his car into the white guy's BMW. He gets out going, oh my God, we just had an accident. Meantime, the black guy is forcing him back to his car with his gun, forcing him to do a carjacking. The white guy pulls the gun out and shoots the bad guy. You might remember that too.
It is a serious talk, and it is a talk that parents have to have, often and most often with their son, explaining, son, you may be stopped, you may be arrested, you may be chased, you may even be shot because of the color of your skin. Let's speak truth, that in our America, we have a lot to do to reform our criminal justice system. We must acknowledge where it has been informed by bias, and we must agree that it must be reformed, and we must agree that no child, in particular no young man of color, should be afraid for his life based on the color of his skin. Let's agree on that.
A 22-year-old man is dead, the would-be carjacker. He was shot by the person he tried to carjack, who also holds a concealed carry permit. A Chicago police spokesman says that detectives are in the process of conferring with the state's attorney's office to determine if charges are even warranted in this case.
Well, it's your choice. You can either throw your hands up and say, please don't hurt me, please, 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 I'll give you everything I have, just don't hurt me no matter what happens. Or you can fight back and make the black kids angry.